Good afternoon.
How is life going?
Everything is going good.
That's great. As we are meeting first time, so ma'am, please introduce yourself.
Yes, obviously. I am Shatabdi Pal. I am from Gangarampur, Dakshin Dinajpur in the state of West Bengal. I have completed graduation in Geography Honours from University of Gaurbanga, and I have completed B.Ed from WBUTEPA in 2019. Actually, it's Calcutta University. And you talked about my family background. I belong to a nuclear family. My husband is a businessman, and I have a baby boy. And apart from that, my hobbies are traveling and listening to music. And recently, I will try to join English medium school. That's why I want to learn in this language. Yes, that's it.
Hmm. Means you are a teacher also.
No, actually, I'm not a teacher. I'm a housewife. But yes, I will try.
Okay. In upcoming time, you are just thinking to join. That's great. Ma'am, what motivates you in this side? Means you are on this platform, you are just trying to learn English, enhance your speaking skills. So, what motivates you?
Actually, to be honest, I go to a school for interview, Techno India Group Public School, but I'm not selecting that time. Actually, 2 to 3 months ago, it's happened, and in this time, I'm not fluent in this language, and I feel depressed. And in this time, I started on my journey, and I scrolling on my YouTube in that time, and then I watching some conversational video like Rajini ma'am's video, and
Hmm.
obviously yes, Karishma ma'am's videos and Shruti ma'am's videos. It's a too much impressive, and in that time, I motivated in them, and obviously I started on my journey.
Okay, that's great. So, how do you know me? How did you reach to me?
Actually, from YouTube, obviously your channel, and I watching some conversational video on YouTube, and then and Skype app. Actually, I scrolling on my Skype app. Then I get your ID. So I message you.
Okay, that's great. So, just tell me something about your speaking journey. What do you want to do to just enhance your speaking? What are the plans that you are following?
Yes, actually, last 2 to 3 months ago, it's a very fear subject for me, but regularly practicing, and obviously practice is a very crucial role. That's why I'm a little bit fluent in this language, and actually, I watching some conversational video on YouTube. I watching some movies in English. Actually, I don't like watching movies, but recently it's my habit because I garnered some types of words, idioms, and phrases in that platform. That's why. And obviously, I'm watching some web series in English. And I wake up early in the morning every day, and I join Nimisha Mansal ma'am Hindu editorial class. And obviously, her each and every words explanation is too much good. That's why I follow her channel, and I collect some types of words. And when I speaking to someone, in that time I used in that types of words. Yes, that's it. In that process, I improving of myself.
Yeah, that's great that you are studying somewhere and you are just doing implement of that knowledge. That is good because until we implement anything, at that time we forget and it should not be there. है ना? And you are doing everything consistently. That is also the good part of your learning. I appreciate this.
Actually,
And
ma'am,
yes,
actually, ma'am, I maintain a consistency. Actually, I'm not spending on my time any purposes like Facebook, WhatsApp, or Instagram. It's not. Actually, I don't like. But obviously, I spending on my time in my studying. That's why I really improve of myself. Actually, I have completed all my education in Bengali. So obviously, it's a very fear subject for me. But for practicing, obviously, I mitigate in that types of fearness, and this time I'm little bit Yes.
Yeah, that's great that you are doing so much, because it's like that everybody is not from English medium. I am also not from English medium. I am from Hindi medium, as Hindi is my native language. Yet I am trying, and every time I do practice, and practice makes a man perfect, and it's a quite true proverb. And that is why I do speaking sessions every day. And I think 30 to 40 minutes conversations video is quite enough for your practice.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
but it should be on daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And how do you just spend your leisure day?
Yes, sorry.
Hmm. How do you spend your leisure time?
Okay.
What do you
Actually,
do in your free time?
yes, actually, in my free time, I practices sometimes exercise because it refreshes my body and mind. It keep my body fit, so I always appreciate that. And actually, I most of the time I busy with my son, and he's too much naughty, too much stubborn. That's why I'm not get free time. But when I'm free, that time I appreciate practices exercise obviously, and actually, I care with my son, my family member, father-in-law, mother-in-law, my husband. I in my obviously when I'm free and I'm not any work in my hand. In that time, I uh, spending on my time in my studying. Actually, I drop my CV every English medium school, so they are inform me anytime for interview. That's why I preparing of myself and I reading NCERT books syllabus. And obviously, my major subject is geography. That's why I put in deliberate effort in this subject. And yes, everything is going.
So have you applied there as TGT?
TGT, actually, I've not completed D8. Actually, I completed B8. Yes, that's why I'm not. Yes,
Okay, okay. So that's great. So now, what subject would you like to study the students?
geography.
Geography.
Yes, yes. Actually, I
Good.
have completed in my graduation and B8 also in geography. That's why.
It means your geography must be very interesting.
Interesting. Yes.
Yeah, you have great interest in geography. Hmm, really good subject. Yeah, and even if we talk about competition level, that time also it works a lot to grade the marks.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, if I talk about like you do you love to do reading?
Yes, I love reading.
What type of book do you read?
Actually, types of book. Actually, I prefer to every time NCRT books. Actually, I preparing of myself in this language, and actually geography language. Obviously, that's why I prefer to that subject. But obviously, when I'm free in that time, the story books I prefer because in that types of book I get some advanced words. That's why I prefer the story books, and obviously any types of English book I like reading.
Yeah. Actually, if I talk about the syllabus books, that vocabulary is quite different
Yes,
comparatively spoken one. So, if I talk about spoken practices, so from where you just prepared your vocabs?
yes, obviously. Actually, when I reading NCIT books, and obviously I able in grammar part. Actually, when yes, many types of grammar in there. That's why I prefer to that types of books. Yes, I'm your little bit smiling in your face. It's a too much impressive when and yes, so when you are speaking to someone, you maintain this smile. It's a too much impressive and fantabulous. Yes, obviously.
you so much, dear. Yeah. Even you are also having very pretty smile.
Yes.
Yes. So, if there is any question in your mind, then you can ask.
Yes. How to improve on my vocabulary part?
Yeah. Because if I talk about vocabulary, there are many people who say they said that we should take five vocabs or four vocabs. But if I talk about me, so I take only one vocab daily, only one. Because when I take any one vocab, so I have to make means I used to make 5 to 8 sentences with that word. And after that, I have to give revision next day, and that and one revision in weekly and one revision at 15 days. So in this way, that particular word becomes the part of my active memory. So that time I only take one vocab because that is easy until we use that vocab. Otherwise, we lose it. So it is very important.
Yes,
So I take
obviously.
only one vocab, but I use that vocab. I implement of that vocab multiple times. And I do one thing also. I just use sticky notes. Whatever is the vocabulary word which is the vocab of the day, I just write on a paper on a note and paste in my kitchen because I mostly spent lots of time in my kitchen. So whenever I'm in my kitchen and means whenever I do commuting that time, so it automatically come across with that chat. And when I see, so indirectly my mind just get processed and I learned that word automatically. Yes.
Yes. Actually, ma'am, daily join editorial class, and obviously in that process I improve of my vocabulary. And obviously, when I speaking to someone, I will try. Actually, I in that types of words used, and sometimes my mind will start, but actually I'm not remember any types of words. But obviously, when continuing of that types of speaking that time I used. And obviously when I used in that types of advanced words, idioms and phrases, obviously it's sending a positive vibes to my opposite person. So that's why I in that process I improving of vocabulary part. And obviously I telling you before, and I watching some movies, and obviously movies is a too much vital role in that.
Interesting.
Yes,
Excellent.
that's why I follow in that types of movies. Actually, it's my opinion. Verbal communication. Yes, important, obviously, and but also non-verbal communication is too much important. That's why, yes,
Absolutely right.
yes, actually, I'm not maintaining eye contact. That's why I practice. I have practiced in front of mirror, in front of camera, and that process I am in here. And obviously, I'm little bit able in this pattern, but actually, it's not possible for me. And when I watching movies in that time, I followed actor and actress, their body languages, and obviously their hand gesture and facial expression, everything I follow. Then I implement when I speaking to someone. Yes, in that process I improving of myself actually. Yes.
Well done. That is the way, and means at that time you are just taking the help of shadowing, and shadowing works greatly. It works
Yes.
perfect. Yes. And as we talk about body language, if we just talk to some person, almost 80% we speak and 20% our body speaks. And so that is much important.
Yes.
Yeah, if you are talking to someone and you are just staring at her or him, so it will feel like what to talk and what to not with this person. So your opposite person will not feel comfortable with you if you